lots of types of meat. Like if there was like blood involved, I wouldn't touch it, and everything had to be like well done, like no sign of red. And yeah, like I think my favorite type of meat was and still is like chicken nuggets, because it doesn't really even taste like chicken, you know. So I liked that, and I liked minced meat, and yeah, but I never even thought about like the fact that I was eating animals. Like I didn't care. I didn't even question it. But then when I got older and I was maybe like 18 or 17, my sister was studying to become this person that takes care of animals. And during her studies she had to like regularly go and see animals being killed for like food, and then she would like get say that the situation for vegetarians and vegans is really, really good in Finland. Like, we have so many options. Like, even if you want like vegetarian nuggets, like I think there are like at least 5 different brands making them. So and it's becoming more and more common to not eat meat in Finland. Like in Portugal it was a lot more difficult. I couldn't find so many things in supermarkets, but it was still manageable because you can make so many dishes with just like vegetables and rice and so on. Yeah. And now that it's so normal for me to eat vegetarian, I have of course started to started thinking about like, should I go vegan? Because that would be even better for the animals. And so far, like, I'm in the process. I think it's quite difficult still, but I have started having more and more oat products and soya things. So I really like having vegan things. I don't know what else can I say about that, but I think one day I will be vegan. But I just really like chocolate, so I hope they will manage to make like really, really good oat chocolate. Cause I tried